For the past several months, I have been living in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm not quite used to chili with cinnamon rolls and endless cornfields and Husker pride, but I am, however, familiar with tater tot hot dish, 10-foot snowdrifts, and an average temperature of under 20 degrees. A lot of people ask me, why did you transfer? And the main reason I tell them is because I want to attend a school that believes the same beliefs that I have. On May 2nd of 2015, my previous school, Gustavus Adolphus College, cut its forensics program because it no longer saw forensics as a priority at the school. And since they said that, it has been my goal to prove them wrong. For those of you that don't know what forensics is commonly referred to as speech. Now, speech is a co-curricular activity ranging in many different events, where participants can take place in events such as limited preparation events, like extemporaneous speaking, to public address, such as communication analysis or informative, to interp events, such as dramatic interpretation or prose interpretation. Throughout the years, members of speech teams spend hours and hours of practice and diligent work to make sure that their speeches are flawless and efficient in furthering what they want to say about their topic. These speeches range anywhere from talking about checking of privilege to social justice and advocacy, and all of these speeches have truly changed who I am.
Well, I think there are a lot of ways that forensics programs enrich university campuses that administrators may not be aware of. One of them is that it gives students a place to learn voice, it gives students a place to exercise their freedom of speech, it gives them a place to learn about argumentation, to learn about research, evidence, articulation, the ability to present in front of audiences, and not just in the way that a classroom does, because you can take a public speaking class and you might present 3 times in the semester. You can be on a university speech team and you can present 300 times in a given year. The quality of and richness of the experience, you get all the values of competition, of athletics, in an educational framework in which you're learning and taking classroom skills and putting them into practice. Over and over again, we hear from employers that we want students who are able to communicate, to be better writers, to be better thinkers, to be better speakers. And that's what forensics does, because you're constantly revising speeches. You're not just turning it in a paper one time. On top of that, it recruits some of the best students to your campuses. It's not surprising that students who are interested in giving their time to extracurricular activities as a whole are better students, but particularly within speech and debates. Our team, for example, always ranks well above the campus average for both men and women, as well above the average for intercurricular and extracurricular activities with the university. So we brought people who are National Merit Scholarships winners. We've had students win a Truman Scholarship, a Fulbright Scholarship, get into Georgetown Law School. So from an administration standpoint, if your goal is to attract the best and the brightest, and then give them an outlet in which to achieve great things, I think forensics does all of that.
If it was not for forensics, I don't know who I would be today. Forensics gave me an opportunity to speak what's on my mind and share what I wanted to share and talk about what I wanted to talk about. I need forensics because it not only fosters education, but it draws a link between education within college and the application of your knowledge that you learn within college.
I think I'm more likely to speak out on injustices. I find that I'm better equipped and able to critically think when somebody says something that I either support or disagree with. A lot of times we think about this in ways that we disagree with something, so you're going to be critical of other things, but forensics has also given me a way to speak out on why I support things. So it's given me the day-to-day ability to talk to people, I think, in a more critical and engaged way, and then have sources or examples to back those things up.
Forensics is a crucial activity because it gives us the link between learning and the application of your learning. In forensics, I have met people throughout the nation, and I would like to say that I have a family in every state because of that. Being able to hear what they have to share and learning from their perspectives makes me a better person. And that is why forensics is so crucial for me. Last year, dozens of colleges throughout the nation cut their forensics programs because, like Gustavus, they saw that these programs were no longer educational and did not foster educational benefits to its members. However, this is completely false and totally inaccurate. Forensics has taught members so much more than could ever be explained.
If you cut a forensics program, you're cutting student research. And at the end of the day, each university, each college is a school. where we expect research to come from, right? And I think that a lot of times forensics isn't viewed as research, but this is where we're giving our undergraduate students and, in my case, graduate students, an avenue to produce their own research. And I think it absolutely should be considered research. I learn just as much as a PhD student every weekend going out and listening to speeches that undergraduates write than I do in classrooms, in my own courses and things that I'm teaching. I think that forensics is research in all of the genres of public speaking. And I think that if institutions were to cut forensics, you're ultimately cutting an avenue for students to produce and advocate for their own research.
If I were to tell you everything forensics has taught me within the past 6 years of me participating in this activity, this video would be hours and hours long. But to summarize in short, forensics has taught me I can be whole. I've used forensics in times that I need it most, when I'm struggling with myself and when I don't know what to do. Forensics has given me an opportunity to reach out. Forensics is crucial for so many people like me. Forensics is academic. Forensics is educational. Forensics is creativity and expression. Cutting this program is not solving anything. Forensics teaches, and forensics has taught so many.
Forensics taught me I have a family.
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 Family.